right. I will endure through the wind. Third, I would like to recognize members of the custodial staff who clean and maintain our campus and who are rarely formally recognized for it. I would also like to recognize the members of the maintenance staff who constructed this ramp for the entire graduating class of 2006. For it has allowed each and every one of us to fully participate and to be fully equal for this night, and I know I am not alone when I say thank you. Thank you for building this equal, civil, and human right. It is met with much appreciation. Three nights ago, I wrote a revenge speech. It was a revenge wreaked upon my fellow students, upon this school and its administration, upon the very community and world I live in. It was a revenge wreaked upon myself for the things I've done wrong. It was a revenge brought upon those who have at one time or another marginalized me, pushed me out to the side, or who have lacked the compassion or the deep unconditional acceptance to grab my hand and pull me into their lives. And last night I spent some time thinking about everything that has ever happened to me, about everyone that my life has entailed or become a part of, about everyone I have loved and hated and liked and crushed on, listening to the sounds of the world encompassing me, overwhelming me, taking over me. I looked at myself in the mirror, and in incessant confusion I found myself lost, unable to write or read or feel. I asked myself what I had become, and why contained in me was such evil and darkness and sadistic desire. And I realized something that has prevented me from attacking all of you, and that is that I love all of you. I love all of you because you have all made me who I am as I have made you who you are. I love each and every one of you for the goodness that lies within you, for the humanity that can never escape your heart, and for the common human sorrow we share. Lastly, I hope that the words I will sing tonight can redeem myself in your eyes. I would, however, like to forewarn you of the contents of my speech. But I speak absolute truth when I say that every word written here is written from my heart and directly from my heart. And I know that no different, and that I know, Okay. Please, world, give me a chance here. All right. I know no different than to write and to speak from my heart, because it is the only thing I know to be true in my life. And it is in our hearts that we are all the same and we are all united, because in our hearts we are all human and we are all different and we are all alive. And when I have finished, you can say what you want, because I'm just a guy trying to figure things out. And I assure you that I am no more. I only request that if you have any concerns about what I have said, you confront me and no one else. Because what I say out of my own free will and out of my own desire to reveal the nakedness and rawness of my soul and of everything that I am. And I refuse to be silent, because if in this day and age people are silent, there's something really wrong going on. As the Reverend King told us, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. And you are all my friends. And I am a friend of all of you, and I know that without you I am nothing. And if together we are silent, it is because we are dying. But ladies and gentlemen, we are all well alive, and there is no excuse for us to be silent. I've been told that I'm here to represent this senior class, but we are all here to represent ourselves. That is what representation is about. And we are not just a senior high school class. We are adults. We are people, and we have ideas, thoughts, and feelings. We have emotions. We have things to say about the world going on around us. We have things to do. I've been told that I'm here to introduce my class and welcome them to the real world, to real life, to reality. But we've been living real lives in the real world for 18 years, or 19 or 17 for some. And we have lived through sorrow and through joy, through love and through hate, through what many consider to be the hardest part of our lives. So what do you say at a graduation? What do you say about the high school experience? What can you say about the years that have flown by with the ferocity of speeding trains? What can you say about the people you will leave behind and never see again? What do you say about the moments that are now timeless and forever lodged in the back of your memory? What do you say about those memories that will one day bring tears to your eyes or hope to your day? What do you say? What can you say? These questions have kept me up at night. These questions have forced me to look out of the window of my car at the passing trees and hills like the passing minutes ticking away my life. These questions have driven me to insanity, to boredom, to happiness and depression. It's not easy to say goodbye to a place you've known for so long. It's not easy. So as well as I can, I will resort to the words told to me at a very young age by a man they called Butch Greenway. So there you are, kid. Welcome to the universe. Welcome to reality, to life, to the joys and sorrows of existence. Welcome to the place we call home. Welcome to Earth. Welcome to the enslavement of the socially unaccepted minorities. Welcome to a planet decrepit and alone, spinning in an alien black. Welcome to the nightmare, to the dream, to the wide open sky wherefrom all things fall. Be happy, be amazed, be full of wonder, for all things fill with wonder. Be the oppressed, be the oppressor. Be gay, straight, whatever you are. Be human because we are all human. We are all people, and people are different, but different does not mean worse or less or disgusting. Different does not mean bad or gross or unacceptable. Different means human. Different means life. You are born into a world where more people are socially marginalized than ever. You have people with disabilities, disabled not by their medical issues, but by society's inability to adapt to their needs. You see them trapped behind stairs, faces turned away, narrow manual doorways. You see them talked down to, pitied, looked down on. You see a majority determined to die rather than to live with a disability, and disability is a part of life. You have a large gay community who ask not for acceptance from every religious organization, but for tolerance, for equality, for the ability to raise children that are homeless, for the ability to profess their love to one another, which I do not think is too much to ask for. And for those fighting to take away those rights, I have questions. Upon whose sorrow are you going to build your victory? Upon whose sorrow are you going to feel safe in your home? Upon whose sorrow are you going to ensure the sacrament of your marriage? Upon whose sorrow are you going to win? And there are people dying every minute from starvation, from greed and hunger and genocide. People killed because of the color of their skin, because of their ancestry, because of their spirituality and what they believe in. And son, you may ask, why are you telling me this? How does this pertain to me? How is this a time or place to speak such horrors as death and genocide? How can this be a part of a celebration? Well, son, I'll tell you. It's a celebration because you are a part of a generation that can solve these problems. And I know you will. Your generation is faced with the problems created from centuries upon centuries of oppression, intolerance, and greed. You are faced with environmental problems whose outcomes will decide the future of human civilization. And it is up to your generation to unite in your differences, to solve these problems, and to construct a better world for you and for future generations. It is not a pretty world you've inherited, but it is your inheritance nonetheless. And you have the chance to change things. You have the chance to fight for those that are dying, to get up and stand up for your rights and what you believe in. You have the chance to make a difference. And don't scoff when I tell you that it's true. And when you question your potential, think back on what Elie Wiesel said. A destruction that only man can provoke, only man can prevent. There may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest. And those are not just the words of a dream, of a man. Those are the words of your true humanity. Those are the words of your future. Those are the words of justice and righteousness. And when you find yourself at the end of the road, when you find yourself in times of sorrow, in times of powerlessness, in times of confusion and question, remember to tap into your inner exhaustive spirit, into your soul where the greatest beauty is found. And remember that there is no them because it's just us. And until we unite in our differences, whether liberal, moderate, or conservative, atheist, Christian, or Catholic, humanist, communist, or tyrant, we will never be free and the world will never become angelic. So hopefully I'm not alone when I yell at the words of a man whose dream will become a reality in our generation. From every mountainside, let freedom ring! My fellow students, staff, and parents, thank you. And now I would like to introduce the principal of Middletown High School, Mr. Chris Heller. Thanks.
I think it bears noting that Eric is going to attend Cal Berkeley next year. I also told Eric when we were planning speeches that his speech and my speech should equal about 10 minutes, so thank you.